Right, very good evening. Now, there are many, many haters. Yes, there are. And do you want to know something, right? Years and years ago, I left a platform called Twitter. And I left that platform because people who, ouch, ow, 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 people who were so toxic. They were so toxic because they had to be right. And I decided enough. And I signed out on the laptop and forgot to sign out on my mobile at the time. But somebody turned round and says, "Oh, you're still signed in." And I was like, okay, I'll check my devices. And eventually I signed out. Now, to all of you who are wondering, yeah, this is deep heat. And yes, it is going onto my left knee. Now, like I've just posted there, a video about health because of a problem. Now, when I lived in West Denton, as I've just said to Facebook, yeah, if I was going to go to work one morning, went to do the usual, which is nip to the toilet before I went, and I had something that totally freaked me clean out. That was blood. So I immediately contacted the doctors, which was at West Denton shops, and they asked me, can you come up and pick up a little vial? So I did. And within a short period of time, I went to the Freeman, had some tests. Now back then, I was giving you all clear, but I had a pipe fitted. Now, your health is really important, as you only get one life. And I've just had somebody, Daryl, who just turned round and says about wasting benefits. Well, let me tell you, Daryl. Yeah? Let me tell you. I document every single thing I'm trying to do to get into work. See what this is like. Oh, that's still a bit hot. Right, so here's the thing. 2 apps are coming this month. Those apps, I'm telling people on every form of social media about those apps. Why? Because I want people to come in to those apps, build a profile and explore to meet new people. Now, Bolt AI got something a tiny bit wrong. It thought seeking you was dating. No, it's meeting people, meeting new people, whether they be in the next estate to you, in the next town or city to you, or even in the next country. And I asked Bolt to do a full stack. And guess what? I'm going to be honest with you. What is a full stack? What does it mean? No idea. Which goes back to the video where I mentioned about the chef who was on BBC TV in Jamie Oliver. So, here's the thing for you. Right, that seems okay. So, let's plonk. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, I'm going to give that a minute or two, because that's just a little bit too hot. But the doctor at Queen's Medical Centre said, try and soak your feet in hot, salty water. As hot as you can, bear. Now, you've seen me doing this, yeah? It's not CGI. You've seen me doing this. But some people, like Daryl, like Story, and others, yeah? Why are you here? Why are you on my YouTube channel? Is it to try and wind me up? Because it ain't working, mate. I'm still going to keep on doing videos. And I've noticed as well, I'm only getting on videos 1 thumbs up instead of many. And do you know what it is, right? Earlier this afternoon, I was watching a video. Gary Lineker, Alan Shearer, Mika Richards, ex-footballers, talking about Sunday, Wembley. Now, the reason why I bring that up is this. People did on Sunday get emotional. Their emotions got to the better of them. Guess what? We're human beings. We haven't got a swinging brick. Now, there's going to be some people out there that's going to turn around and say, oh, he's dead angry. No, not. When I come up for the parade of the Carabao Cup on an open top bus, and I see that cup with my own 2 eyes from a close distance, I'll probably do the same again. And no doubt I will be filming while that happens. Right. Okay, so that one's in. Now that one's in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit here sorting my toes. My big toes on the bottom of left toe is that same red mark which you saw in a video while I was in the bedroom where there was blood, yeah? Well, that's on the left big toe, but it's on the underside. And I haven't got a towel down now. Never mind. But here's the thing. There was a lot of fellow YouTube channels who also on Sunday got very emotional. Two of said channels are going to take a break. And that's completely up to them. They are both awesome people, and I've met one of them. I got interviewed by one of them. But what I want to say to you is this. I told you 2025 is going to be our year. I told you that. I've sung about it. And these apps, when they come out and they start making money, as I said to my work coach at Universal Credit, I'm not going to tell you her name, but as I said to her and my case manager called Martin, when the time comes, I'll sign off. So that way I get paid by the app or apps, or I get paid direct from YouTube. And like I said to you ages and ages ago, the hope is by this Christmas coming up of 2025, there will be 3,000 or more videos here. Now, there's lots of you in my comments who absolutely dislike what I'm doing. All I'll say to you is this: trot on, because I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping for anybody. I believe in what I'm trying to do. If you don't believe, do one. Move on. Because if you keep turning around and having a go, you're not on Twitter anymore. You're not on X. You're leaving comments on my YouTube channel. And YouTube has rules, which I've stated before. If you're nice and pleasant, you get a response. If you act like a plum, well, you get out. And the hope is this: come the 29th, to be somewhere on the route. Don't know where. I can't tell you where I'll be, because I don't know myself. But I can tell you this much: there will be video of the crowds, because I'm expecting places like Civic Centre. Many years ago when I was little, an American guy came to the Civic Centre, Jimmy Carter, and you couldn't see anything apart from a sea of heads in every direction. Now, some of the fellow YouTube channels were talking about a open top bus going through the quayside. Don't know which way it's going to go. Also, shout out to PD Proudlock. He should definitely have more subscribers. Shout out to Through Black and White Eyes. Barry should have more subscribers. Shout out also to Paul Ditchburn of The Toon Review. He should be above 50k, but he's not even at 40k. And I've spoken to Paul many times. Same as young Adam Pearson, 55,000. Another one is Steve Wraith. Now, Steve Wraith would tell you that being on YouTube, you're sticking your head above the parapet. Well, yes, we are. And I don't care. Because at the end of the day, I worship my club, and what you see here is what you get. You know? It's just all this hate. Can't take it somewhere else. Yeah? Because I don't need it. I don't want it. And the thing is this, right? As I explained in the previous video where I mentioned the naked chef, Jamie Oliver, I haven't been certified as dyslexic because there wasn't any test back then. So it hasn't been certified. And I just do the best I can. And some things do cabbage my head. Like, people turned around and said, oh, well, we haven't seen you write a single line of code. Well, who do you think did all of that code that you saw with Udemy? It wasn't the little mouse. I did it. And it wasn't everything. It wasn't every subject. It wasn't CSS. It wasn't JavaScript, because I hadn't got there. But I did listen when people were turning around and saying, by the time you get this done, artificial intelligence will be a multi-trillion-dollar industry. So I did listen. And the thing is this, putting stuff onto Supabase, Stack Blitz, then across to GitHub, I still don't understand it. No, I don't. But it's there. And these new bits, they'll go there as well. But the thing is this, right? As I said, we have our first trophy, which I told you about in my songs. Next up, I believe, like His Excellency Yasser Al-Rumayyan, when he did that, number one. Number one means Newcastle at some point in the next year, 2 years, 3 years, we will be champions of the Premier League. And that's what I want. And at some point, don't know when, at some point, when I've made enough money, I'm going to buy a property beside the airport, Newcastle Airport. And then that will be used when I'm up for matches at St James's Park. But yeah, this I'm wiggling my toes at the minute to get rid of this damned infection. And as I say, doing this video. But stop the hate. Stop it. YouTube has rules. If you're not going to abide by the rules, it's gone. So I'm trying. I'd rather try and fall on my backside than not try. Same as years and years ago when I went to the buses and people were turning around and saying to us, yeah, you'll never be a bus driver, son. Never. Not in a month of Sundays. And then the same persons who told me that, well, they were looking rather stupid once I'd passed my test. And they even turned around and said to us years later, we never believed it, but you proved us wrong. That's what I do. I prove you wrong. So, yeah, the water. Right. Okay. Anyway, I'm doing this every day. Twice a day. Soaking my feet in hot salty water to get rid of this damned infection. As well as trying artificial intelligence to see where it'll take me. And the hope is it'll give us a good paid job and then I can employ other people. That is the hope. So I go online first and then I move to a physical office. So, thanks very much for watching. See you in the next video.